Hey guys, it's Brigitte and Desi. We're here at Anderson La Casa in North County, San Diego, and I'm going to talk to you about how you choose your seed packs if you're a brand new gardener. So this is seed pack choosing 101, okay? So brand new gardeners. But before I get into everything you need to know so you can be successful, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you're notified anytime we put out a video, and so that we can be a part of your gardening journey and make sure that you're as successful as possible. All right, you want to show them how to shop for seeds, buddy? Let's go. So if you are a brand new gardener, meaning you've never purchased seeds before, or maybe you've only chosen a few times, there are some key things that you need to consider to be successful so that you don't waste your time, money, and energy purchasing the wrong seed varieties for the wrong season, or purchasing something that you may not need or that won't work in your space. Okay, so these are the three things that I always think about when I'm picking out a seed variety for my garden or for somebody else's garden. So when you come into any nursery, you're gonna look around at the walls and you're gonna see all these seed varieties, and it's gonna be really exciting, and you're gonna be like, I want one of these, and 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 just time out. Hold your horses. Let's think about the three things that are going to make you as most successful as possible. Number one, think about what you actually like to eat or what you want to grow. So the thing is you can come to, these racks and you can get all excited and be like, oh, I want, I don't know, these beautiful watermelon radishes because the photo is gorgeous, but maybe you hate radishes. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Think about what you actually eat in the kitchen. So like our family, we eat a lot of arugula. So I start a lot of arugula seeds because I want fresh arugula from the garden. We eat a lot of carrots, so we grow a lot of those. So think about what you actually want to eat or what you want to see in your garden. Maybe you're not necessarily a vegetable gardener. When you look at the flowers, think about what's really pretty and what would complement your garden space. Keep in mind that time is money, and if you're anything like me with this little guy, my time is limited and I want to be as successful as possible in the garden. So if you spend 3 months planting some carrots that then you don't even eat because you don't like carrots, or you let them get too big, well, that's going to be a waste of your time and energy. So number two tip, and what will help you be successful at choosing your seeds, is seasonality. I know it's really easy to go to a rack and just start at A and go down to Z and pick everything that you want that's pretty. Well, if you're not paying attention of when you need to plant the crop, you might pick out half of your stuff that's not for this season, which is fine. Seed can keep, but if you're a brand new gardener, I really recommend start with what is in season. The amazing thing about our packs is if you flip them over, it's going to tell you right there. It's going to say planting season, it's going to say cool or warm. Pretty simple. That means you got a 50-50 chance. If you totally guess what to plant when, you're probably going to be right 50% of the time. Luckily, we have tons of video and educational information out there to help you know what season you're in San Diego County. Right now, it's October, we're in cool season. This says cool season, you know you're good to plant this now. So just a little note for those of you who are brand new gardeners, since this is a 101 video, cool season starts in September and goes all the way until February, March. So even though the temperature is warm, it's not necessarily only about the temperature, it's also about the hours of sunlight and what season we're coming up on. We have a great calendar that you can purchase online that tells you exactly what to plant when in each month and when the seasons are for San Diego County and Zone 9 and 10. So what's really cool is that there's amazing patterns that can be found in nature. And this is a little like, 102 or a little more advanced, but as a little cheat trick that you can use, think about what you're eating, and that's going to tell you whether or not it's cool season or warm season. Cool season, you eat leafy greens, you eat root crops like carrots, beets, radishes, or the body of an actual plant. Whereas in the summertime, that's when you're eating all your fruits. So that's tomatoes, that's watermelons, peppers, so on and so forth. So a little cheater trick is you can ask yourself that question, what am I eating? And that's probably going to tell you what season you planted in. Okay, so number three that you need to consider when you're picking out your seeds as a brand new gardener is space. Especially if you're in San Diego County, Zone 9 or 10, or really any place that has smaller gardens, you really want to get bang for your buck, and you don't want to be planting something that is going to take up your whole garden and only give you one thing. So when you're considering space requirements, it's really important to look at the back of a seed pack and look at how much space it's going to take or the final plant spacing. So you can see here that you need at least 2 feet for one of these cabbages here. Well, if you have a 4-foot bed, that means in reality you probably only can grow one really big healthy plant. So do you need to buy 4 different varieties of cabbage? Probably not. I know it's fun because you're like, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one. But maybe just choose one and then think about squeezing in around that plant something that doesn't need a lot of space, like maybe your arugula or some leafy greens that you can grow around the bottom of it. As a new gardener, I see it happen all the time. They get really excited and they want to squeeze as much as they possibly can in a very small space, which is fine. You can do that, but your soil has to be really good. And likely if you're a brand new gardener, you haven't quite mastered what it means to have really good soil, so then you get puny crops and you get a lot of disease and pest issues in your garden. So just remember that space is really important. And when in doubt, give your crops a little more space than less space because they will be healthier and happier. Just for example, you know, radishes need like 2 inches, but cabbage need 24 inches of space. They're very big plants. So keep that in mind when you're picking out your seeds. So I know what's gonna happen. You guys are gonna fall in love with gardening and you're gonna have one tiny little 2-foot bed or a little pot, and then before you know it, you're gonna have 50. Or you're gonna do something crazy like I did and you're gonna start a seed company because you love gardening so much. Whatever you do, it's okay, but remember, gardening takes steps and it is a journey. So enjoy each moment in that journey, and one day you will be able to grow 10 different packs of cabbages, I promise.